Hey guys, we are finally back again for another reaction on this year BrBpTV. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. I'm your boy Mr. Lix from Mr. Lix Reaction, guys. Actually, my Mr. Lix Reaction, guys, is back up again, but I don't think I want to be posting at present as a result of the strike still being there. I think I'll wait a little bit before I start posting on the reaction, guys, or I just continue doing that of the reactions on BrBpTV. The reason why I tend to have different channels is because I can then post stuff like an episode on the event that took place in Jazz and Creole in the Caribbean National Park, where I can tend to post this stuff and then do the reaction separately on Mr. Lix Reacts. But as a result of the whole situation, I think I better just start doing everything on one. One of the things that they are trying to tell creators to do is stop creating a number of channels and just use pretty much one channel to do several things right there. So a number of persons actually came from Mr. Lix Reaction and jumped to BrBpTV, of course, because I tend to do reactions. But of course, with all that said right there, guys, we'll just see what things can transpire as a result of the new change. Yes, guys, big up all this up one time for definitely jumping by. And of course, those who have checked out the previous the latest vlog on Mr. Lix Vlogs channel, guys, that link of course will be the first comment in the comment box below, guys. This was a May Day celebration, vibrations, and then bow! Fellas with M16 blocking the road, and they block us, brothers and sisters. They block us in the road. You can see GA there. They put, I don't know what was going on, but they blocked us, brothers and sisters. If you want to really find out what transpired as a result of this, you can check out the vlog. It'll be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Not only that though, guys, but we also have this right there, brothers and sisters. This is the aerial shot. By the way, I must make mention, a number of persons have been asking about the vlogs and saying that the vlogs don't seem to have jazz and all this kind of things in there. Guys, when I do the vlogs, I do it from a high point of view where you get to enjoy the vibrations. Of course, this is where you have other channels like Ariel Dominica, where you get to see different jazz activities. So this actually will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. That'll be on Ariel Dominica. So those actually know this artist right there. His name is UC. Let me leave his last name alone. But yeah, he was one of those who were doing jazz. One of the things that I had to do, guys, I had to do 3 of them. But as a result of my circumstance, you know, in coming up there as a result of the police, and then they didn't allow me to go up because I had to create 3 of these things right there. I was only able to do 1, and because I had to then remove the stuff from the drone, put it on the computer, make it render into the computer, then put it back into the drone and fly again. But because I spent probably like a whole hour down there trying to figure out how I can do this, you know, I was limited to this, but at least I brought this out right there. So you might not see jazz on the actual vlog itself, but you see like the vibrations. We're dealing with people and we're just socializing. It's a bit different when it comes down to the vlog, so I just had to point this out right there. But of course, if you want to go and check out one of the jazz performances, you can definitely check it out on Ariel Dominica right there. Not only that, brothers and sisters, but we also have the vlog as well. They definitely enjoyed themselves as well as everybody there. Of course, that was the vlog experience, brothers and sisters. The vlog is pretty much a fun vibes. We're freaking out. That's the kind of vibes that I tend to do on the vlogs, and of course the behind the scenes kind of vibrations that you will tend to see right there of people just having fun, man. Even this, I encountered some of the Mr. Lix family right there, and this is what they have to see.
I have to make this sacrifice. One get you and 3 you at my home. Why we going to get some fun on a Saturday journey? Oh my God, I see my
I say to my brother, we're going to get some potato salad, man. Big up the Mr. Lix family. I tell you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I met a number of you guys there as well. Some of you guys meeting me for the first time, and of course even some people, guys. I remember what I was doing the aerial shot. I was doing the aerial shot, guys, and I was vexed because of what transpired earlier on in the time where I was not able to fully do what I was supposed to do. But I was vexed, man, and I tried to get this aerial shot done, this very aerial shot that you seen right there. I was trying to get this done, and then people were just taking photos coming by me, and I'm sweating. Okay, guys, you guys are not easy at all. I'm like, guys, can you just wait a while? Let me just finish these things, then we can take photos and stuff. They were like coming, and then another person took a picture and then went, and somebody else came. And man, big up all the Mr. Lix family one time. I appreciate you guys. But the things that I was going through in my mind, man, because of what transpired, because of the blockage and the preventing, they need to do something about this. I even think last year was much better than this year, because this year a number of vehicles were not able to go up. But I think they need to designate the proper way to do things. One thing I understood is that several government officials wanted to come, and they should come, and of course, not just I think there was about 20 designated slots for them, and over 40 of them with each of their vehicles came. So that was a bit of a issue up there, but I think they need to give precedence to the people like the media who are actually coming to promote the event. The government people are coming to watch the event. Obviously, it's the people's tax money that's paying for the event. So the government officials can come, no doubt about it, they can come through. But I mean, the people who are actually going to be promoting this event, they need to take precedence. At least have a separate place to put the media folks. Because I'm telling you guys, the things I would be able to accomplish there, I probably like about 30% of what I was actually going to be doing right there. Anyways, guys, this is one of the vlogs. You can definitely check that out right there. Big up the family for definitely having fun, man. And of course, linking them for the first time. Big up, big up, big up. So the vlog will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. The May Day vlog will also be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys, as well as the aerial shot, the Jazz and Creole aerial shot. I will be dropping the episode tomorrow on BrBpTV. You guys definitely want to check that out right there. So look out for more vibrations in that regard. Of course, interviews, getting different persons' thought process, and also interviewing some of the artists right there. I was not able to fully do what I was supposed to do, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to say it's a Dominican thing, but Jazz and Arts is coming up in St. Lucia. We're gonna be heading down there as well. I'm not sure when exactly I'm going down there, but we're gonna be doing some vlogs down there as well. Big up to the organizers and everybody for coming through. And so I'll be going down there. I want to see how Jazz and Arts in St. Lucia is. That's the version, the Dominican version in St. Lucia, so to speak, or just the St. Lucia version. It's gonna be much bigger than that of Dominica. Area Style, Rush, Area Style is gonna be there. A number of persons, CC Winans, Emran Head, my boy from St. Lucia, is gonna be there. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be Irie, and of course we're gonna be heading down there for some good vibes, man. Definitely great vibes. Not a jazz event, and I think I should be heading to the St. Kitts one after that, guys. So look out for that, okay? Look out for that vibrations. We're going crazy with it, man. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I had to do something some time back, and I'm gonna point it out right there. This is something I had to point out right there, brothers and sisters. You might want to be careful on the things that you're buying nowadays, because apparently they have started to put the labels of bioengineering stuff. I know back in the day they did not have this. This is on a mayonnaise bottle. You might want to check some of the stuff. I remember on Chip Ahoy they started doing that as well. Chip Ahoy. So I stopped eating Chip Ahoy. I stopped eating this mayonnaise right there. Making a nice little tuna paste. You know, that's not. They're trying to do something to us, brothers and sisters. We have to be careful right there. But of course, if you want some of all, I know you guys don't really care. But you might want to check your ingredient, the ingredient part of your purchase, especially food items. And if you see this there, bioengineered sauce, you might want to put it back, okay? I think we need to send a clear message to these individuals to stop doing these things. Last year wasn't like this. This year, apparently, you know, they started putting bioengineering stuff on there. On a number of biscuits have it as well. So you guys want to be careful right there, okay? So I just had to point this out right there. Anyways, guys, moving along right there. But I must point out something very interesting right there, guys. This is how ROSEAU was back in the day. This is how ROSEAU was back in the day. Right, brothers and sisters? Looks nice, clean, wonderful, you know. Tourist boats can come in and dock and not be bamboozled by all of this interesting tent collection that apparently we have here. What is this? Brothers and sisters, what is this? This is the aftermath. Matter of fact, this is before, brothers and sisters, but we can even go a bit further right there until we saw this thing. Remember the fountain that was in ROSEAU? Remember this nice scenery right there? This is even limited because around Christmas time they used to have a lot of lights on this thing stretching all the way across, and it used to be looking beautiful. But I remember one of the police individuals sent me a photo of this thing being destroyed, and it's been destroyed for them to create this ghetto fabulous vibes right there. This is what they have created in Bayfront. It's like a slap in the face of this wonderful thing that Dominica used to have back in the day, man. A slap in the face. Look at this. This is how Bayfront used to be. This is just one section, brothers and sisters. And you think the elevation has come through, but no. We have destroyed the thing. This is also all the stuff that was there. And they have created some nonsense right there, brothers and sisters. This is the beauty. They're talking about beautifying ROSEAU. This is the best thing they could come up with to beautify ROSEAU. I mean, come on. We should know better than this. This is very sad, I must say. Very, very sad. Indeed, brothers and sisters. But you know what else is sad, brothers and sisters? We're going back to jazz and Creole. I saw this interesting photo right there. I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman or man, whatever that is, brothers and sisters. But Makume, stand up. Ah, yes. I'm talking about standing up, brothers and sisters. A number of persons were pointing out the foot that walked Damascus, brothers and sisters. The foot that walked from Damascus under the sea. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Who needs shoes when you can walk the mile in Jesus' shoes? Yes. Lord have mercy. Suki always talk about gripping. That foot can grip. And when it grip you, it not letting go. That is a grip. That is a vice grip. That's a vice grip, brothers and sisters. Hey, I mean, come on. I know some of you might say, Mr. Lex, why are you saying these things? Come on. This is supposed to be a man. I guess in the age of, what is a woman, you would wonder. But you know what? That person don't care. No? That person was Vivian. That Marco. That who is that person behind it? Okay. All right. Seems like nobody really care. Hey, people like, do you? But come on, man. Come on. That is very interesting. But anyways, the person didn't care. The person don't care about what all you say. Even if he's toilet paper that day, I don't know what. But when song was playing, I hope it's Jesus he's talking about, or whatever that. I don't know what that is, no, brothers and sisters. I hope it's Jesus. That one checking. That one on this side there. Boy, that is something else. Hey, I don't know. Boy, you mad. When man move away from the creator or the creator destined man to be. Boy, utter irrevocable chaos does happen, eh? Boy, even ponytail we boy. What a that horse tail that there. Boy. Whatever that is, brothers and sisters, that person enjoy themselves. But people need to stop their dirty ways, man. Talking about dirty ways, brothers and sisters. Not only this strange costume ambience we saw, we also saw these things as well. Now, guys, I don't know what part of the jazz and Creole needed a warfare, but what was all that for? What was all that for? I saw people at the bottom of the field. They had little pellets with them. You know what I'm talking about when I say pellets? What you doing in jazz and Creole with that? What? I don't say we're lacking so much. We need war. We need to send some of these folks to real war. Because what you come in and do? What you come in and do like that? In jazz and Creole? Guys, we see that there. When we go to St. Lucia, brothers and sisters, we're going to see if we see the same thing too. I want to see it because apparently we Dominicans like to look for things for them to dress up in. I understand about protecting people and all those kind of things there, but where in the history of jazz and Creole has any struggle ever happened? Well, at least their costumes, 2 man and 1 woman. At least they have their costumes, Papa. Everybody had their costume. Mr. Mamselle had a costume too. But I'm not gonna lie, that foot is something else, eh? Yeah, boy. Mr. That person must have walked from Damascus to Dominica. And then walk up the hill too. Who needs shoes now? Anyways, brothers and sisters, let's move on. I saw this thing right there. I have to mention it concerning the Hendrika girl who went up for the pageant somewhere. I can't remember. Anyways, Hendrika Smith is saying, Lord, give me strength, for the days are weary. Strength. When I'm, you know this song. Anyways, Lord, give me strength with certain people. If all you was bold enough. Oh, let me read that again, brothers and sisters. You know, we Dominicans, it's yeah. Lord, give me strength with certain people. If you all was bold enough, you all would have taken a bold step to represent. An invitation was sent out long time asking for a representative to represent Dominica. And Hendrika stepped forward. And she stepped forward and is like, blow she getting every day. Every time I post something on there, it's always a negative. If it's someone else, those negatives will not come. But because it's me, it is me. Said me. But because it is me, certain Dominicans have a grudge against me. But God is good. I don't know which God she talking about there. That is a small G. Alright, but whoever that God is, hopefully that God is good, and by His grace and mercy, everything shall work out according to this individual. Okay, I know that one. God don't like ugly, no. Although some creatures, but we will leave that alone. We will leave that alone. Everybody's fearfully and wonderfully made in the sight of the Most High. Joe over Jireh. Anyways, guys, it is very sad to see my country bringing down their own, especially me. But I think that's very sad. On the basis, but it seems like when initially you didn't look for nobody to help you, and as a result of putting out the first thing, people thought it was a joke, and as a result of that very first thing, you know, people just continuously thought it was a joke. I myself, when I saw the pictures, I thought that they were kidding, but anyways, one of my partners them hit me up and say, hey, that they want to do something, want to use my aerial videos and whatnot. I say, yes, bro, go ahead, have fun. All right then. But apparently, you know, it don't work out. The people are from my previous reaction videos, it was stated that she had to get monies from individuals who were not giving her money. They were not giving her the money that was raised for her. So it's interesting that people were bubblizing the scene of somebody who's going to represent Dominica. Dominica self don't look out for anybody at all in that regard to actually help her. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, a number of persons made rebuttals, I'm guessing. They made rebuttals and so forth and so forth. Anyways, this is what an individual say. Call the Mothers Queen Show Committee Dominica. What? Call the Mothers Queen Show Committee Dominica. Or call the Dominica Mothers Queen Show Committee. Anyways, and ask them about their experience with Hendrika. What was it good? Was it bad? That girl lies. Well, it's alleged that she lies a lot. That according to this individual, and can play the role of victim well. I don't know if this person is a hater or this person is speaking the truth. Where we going, brothers and sisters? She actually went on to represent Dominica. I think that people should actually be behind her to try to represent. She was the only one who went up. If she was the only one who went up to try to represent, stop giving her blows. Now help her out. Give her. She get enough blows already. It looks like, from my understanding, brothers and sisters, especially when I saw the snippet when Emo News was interviewing her and asking her, you know, about her arrangements, and apparently the arrangements were not made. So she's going to compete in something, and you don't know where you're going to stay. Wow! And the people who are raising monies for you, they themselves probably volley your money, and they don't giving it to you. They don't even say, "Hey, I received $5 on your behalf." Nothing like that, no. But you know, she decided to go up. But first of all, I must put it back on her, Hendrika. If you're going somewhere to represent, are you representing Dominica? Are you going to represent yourself? Because if you're going to represent Dominica, should you then solicitate the financial contributions from Dominica? Shouldn't you do something like that? Go to your PAREP and say, hey, this is what I want to do, and so forth and so forth. Maybe she went to a PAREP and it didn't take her serious, because if you set up pictures I saw, I would not take you serious neither. So if you're doing something properly, you need to do it. What? I said the word properly, sister. This is why a number of persons have a lot to say. So I always look at the cause and effect. There's a cause and effect. Yes, you go up to represent Dominic, but at the same time, you also have to play your part in doing things properly. It's not just going up there and say, hey, look me, I raise my hand, look in there. Call me, please. Or I just go in up, I put up my hand and I still go in. Nobody considered to help you in that regard, or you never reached out to anybody to have you helped. I mean, come on. It's a competition you're going for Mother's Queen. It's this world has too much pageantry. It had too much pageantry going on in the place. This year have all sorts of pageant. Look, I don't know if it had Mayfair's pageant, but it had one the other day. It had Mayfair's pageant last year, no? Guys, I just be out of the loop. So I don't know. It had I had all sorts of pageantry coming in. But hey, if people want to have pageant, hey, viva la vida, look. That is interesting right there. Ask her why she didn't go up for Mother's Queen this year. Why didn't she go for Mother's Queen in Dominica? Why does she have to go overseas to represent? That's an interesting question. That's a good question to ask. Maybe she tried, but then again, if she tried, I mean, people would know. But apparently, people are asking this question, stating, why didn't she go up for Mother's Queen? Why she wants to go overseas in a pageantry and have people, Hey, sometimes you need to go overseas, and I agree for that. But if you go overseas and you can't help yourself, and you cannot get the help of the very people you're going to represent, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So yes, I understand people are haters. There are a lot of haters in the place. Haters for no reason sometimes. But you must do your part. That is important. Right there. You must play your part, or your part will play you for a fool or caricature. You don't want that to happen. You have to be sincere in what you do. Anyways, there's also more people making statements in this regard. People want to be this in Hendrika. There was a time everybody was struggling to earn a living. And I think more people are struggling to earn a living in the nature of the Caribbean, Dominica, considering the potential are still potentials and not that of created opportunity. Interesting stuff right there. So more people will suffer as a result of that same sentiment right there. Earning for a living or earning for survival is interesting when you look at the two dynamics, because they are vastly different. You're earning to survive or you're earning to live. This is what they call it, wages. Okay, brothers and sisters. Anyways, this individual is sitting right there. All you parents couldn't afford to give all you $1. Well, go to Skirt. No, what your parent can do for you, we can do for you. That's what they say, not true. Myself, Hendrika, why didn't go to Skirt and say, hey, what my mother and father can do for me? Hey, look me there. Okay. Anyways, let's continue along this journey, man. Where was I? All your parents couldn't afford to give all your $1 to go to school or for transportation. This country is too hypocrite. Never forget where all you was coming from. I don't care what people say. We all have experience. Is like this situation before. Every disappointment is a blessing. I said what I said. You don't say much, no? You okay? All right then. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. So I said what I have to say. If you have to do something, do it properly, and stop trying to please people in that regard. Get help when it's where you can get help, and don't just make anybody give donations. This is one of the reasons why I always tell people, hey, I tell people exactly who to make donations to. If you make it somewhere else and your money don't come, that is your business. But I make sure I point you in the right direction. Can't just make anybody collect money for you. Things are hard in the Commonwealth. And when man is sending money, woman is sending money in the nature aisle for people who know things are also hard for them. What you think they will do? Not saying they will volley the money, but I'm saying the very temptation to that of which they are seeing some light at the end of the tunnel when they get in money for somebody else. They might just be tempted. Yes, brothers and sisters. So be mindful of that right there. What is this? Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. Even talking about wage and earning money to survive. The government needs to set up proper payment plans for the national employment workers. The NEP individuals continue to be disgruntled about late payments. But apparently, there's some sort of interesting thing going on where they're saying that, NEP are government workers. So why are some government workers getting paid on time and others are not getting paid on time? What is going on there? Well, it just seems that they're secondary individuals. But of course, according to this thing, it has different types of NEP groups. You have teachers who are part of NEP. You have cleaners who are part of NEP. You have labor officers who are part of NEP. Yes, we care. You also have bankers who are part of NEP. You have cashiers who are part of NEP. You have a number of persons making it seem as if businesses are doing well, but it's just that they're subsidized by the NEP program to put different people in different places because the business places cannot afford. When I found that an interesting bank could not afford to pay their workers, and as a result they have to be hiring NEP workers to be in there, they get half and the bank pays them half, from my understanding. It's interesting how things are going in the nature of the Caribbean, but we get to celebrate from time to time. Somebody putting this out to me yesterday, stating, hey, all you go in jazz and Creole and having fun and whatnot, but what about the economy? Brothers and sisters, this jazz and Creole and these events are just here to distract human beings from what is going on. And if human beings refuse to take on the role to secure their own freedoms, they will constantly be in a loop, just looping like looper, loop, age going on you until you break your back with old age, brothers and sisters. So man will continue that way. Okay, so while NEP is struggling and so forth, yes, brothers and sisters, yes. So why government cannot make one payment? Why half getting paid and the others, OTHER, okay, others have to wait for days? I just pretty much state that right there. Well, it's because they don't care. If you care, you show it, not true. Moving along, brothers and sisters, I had to point this out right there. This is a song that most of us know, brothers and sisters. This is, I'm stating right there. 25 years later, I finally understand these lyrics. Okay, so we're gonna look at the lyrics right there before we end this video. And I muted it right there. Let me make it bigger for people with cataract. All right. So, life is one big party when you're still young. The youthful aspect of humankind, they don't see the future. Many of them look at the present. Some people, even in their old age, they think they're young still and not seeing the future. So they live in the moment that take their breath away in their old age. Don't worry, it coming. Anyways, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? Brothers and sisters, you listen to that? We know that song, from Shaggy. We know that song. Life is one big party when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? That's why it's important to have vital friendships, real friendships, so people who actually feed into you, not just people who try to take from you because you might have a little extra. So they want to just constantly take, Sinora. Take help, all right. It's all good, brothers and sisters. It's all good while it lasts. It's all good when you're little. What? I miss it. It's all good when you're little. You have pure fun. When you're little, you have pure fun, real fun. Can't be a fool all your time. You can't be fool. You can't be foolish. As a little one, they say the road drives foolishness from them. Or some people, they driving in the foolish when they get older. That's crazy. Full Sun. What about the long run? What about the long run? I think that is very vital right there. What about the long run? We live in situations in our lives where we don't really focus on the real need or the real aspects of our lives. We focus on what is happening to us. So, I think we should listen to that song, okay? I think especially that verse there. Yeah. Especially ladies who like to waste their time, and men too, you know. But they say as men age, the value increases as a result of them getting more stuff, more resources. Those who actually working, not those who are, you know, lazy and what have you. But also women's values, also another thing right there. Life is a big party. I will always have my thing, always, until TikTok reaches. It's important, brothers and sisters. I just had to put this out there. So take this how you feel, brothers and sisters. But it's your boy Mr. Licks on this here BrBpTV. Be real, be positive, and let me go and eat my lunch. Life of a YouTuber. Insider, those who know. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Listen, replay it if you have to replay it, brothers and sisters, and understand. Some of you like to listen, and some of you like to hear. Or you want me to crack jokes and listen. Anyways, I salute in too long. I will see you guys in the next reaction video. Check the links in the first comment in the comment box below, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Boom bang.